Chatbot to the rescue. Chatbot. Also, apparently on this stream, my conversation wants to pop up over my face. That's going to be entertaining. All right, then. Hi, Internet. I'm Jesse. I'm also known as Tango. I stream for Extra Life, which is a charity organization that partners gamers with Children's Miracle Network hospitals to raise money for kids in need. Now, we do this to change kids' health because kids can't wait. Kids are the future. By giving kids a brighter tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, we ensure a brighter future for everyone. This is my 9th year streaming for Extra Life and my 6th year doing a big event over Memorial Day weekend, which has been pretty successful for me and for Extra Life. Since its inception in 2008, Extra Life has raised over $145 million. And right now, I'm a little shy of 10 grand as my total raise since I started streaming. Now you can see up here at the top of the screen, I have raised $1,575 this year. $1,500 of that has been this month, and I thank you all for that. Now, I promised several things, because in the past I've started to dye the hair that I don't have anymore. I've let fuzzy animals shave my head. We've decided that we were going to be dyeing. Yeah, right, I can point that over here. Dyeing? Wow, I can't talk. Going to dye the goatee. I need to bleach it first. I'm going to paint my nails to include the toenails. If you don't like feet, this is not a good time to be on this stream. We have a nice little selection of colors over here that are trying to fall off the table. Almost. Okay. I promise there are 10 colors there. I have never done this before. I may or may not have help in the form of my husband, who has also never done this before to my knowledge. He's not making any comments in response to this either. Now, it makes sense to me, since I'm doing both fingernails and toenails, that I should start with the toenails. So we're going to start with this, not the brightest pink I've got. There was a brighter pink in the set. That is a lot. Oof, it's strong. Smell-wise. Right, I don't think I've managed to get too much of my skin there. I've definitely got some of the cuticle. I don't know if I'm supposed to get some of the cuticle. Welcome to Mad Max. Right. Next is red, which looks really orange on that camera. No, they are not going all pink. This is going to be 10 different colors. My husband's doing the limp-wristed thing. You can't even tell they're two different colors on the camera. I'm sure you can tell they're two different colors in person. Yes, I've managed to get skin on both cases. I'm not sure how to prevent that.
I could do them.
Did you just say get good?
I could do them.
Would you like to try orange?
I could. These need shaking.
I don't think so. Would you recommend scraping part of it off?
Oh, yes.
My original volunteer to help with this wound up with a work obligation of an orange, distinctly different color. Now, if you missed the initial donation incentives, like the original plan was at a certain level, was one color on all my fingers, then it was 2, then it was 5, then it was 10, then it was keep it till the end of August. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this repeatedly.
Just one coat, I guess?
I mean, I think it has to dry to do a second coat.
Fair enough.
Now we move on to yellow. I know, it's not exciting, but I promised I would share this. It's not a big toenail to work with, I am aware.
This yellow is also very pale. Needs more solids.
That's what a second coat is for later.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going all the way back on my toenail either. The big toe is going green. It'll turn. And we could probably get a fan and help dry them. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, there's definitely going to need to be some
Touch up.
coats here. And switch. Hello, person. I can't pronounce your name and I can't read it very well from where I am. But hello. God, my ankle's trying to cramp. That's a thing. Wow, it looks much bluer on the camera than it does in person.
Wait till you see this one.
I may have to move the camera to capture some of these toes better. Yeah, okay, going to move the camera because this is a very awkward angle. It's definitely helping. Oh, look, now I've got 5 of you. Well, it's not a secret anymore now, is it? Apparently, a local Blue Deer is watching the stream from work, and his fellow firefighters say nice toes. All right, and while those, can you grab the fan and point them at my toes so those dry off and we can do a second coat? In the meantime, I will. Yeah, that's just a little awkward of an angle for everything, isn't it? There we go. Back to the pink. That's a lot of. I did put a base coat on before the stream. It's very pink. I feel like this camera needs some color adjustments. Do you want to try painting fingernails and see if it's any easier? And they're slightly larger, also slightly harder to get onto a camera. Where's the finger? Go ahead, say your favorite word. I think it applies.
Wait, which one? Oh, yes. Blorp.
Middle finger. Getting middle finger into the camera. Not giving the middle finger to the camera.
Oh.
Okay, well, if you want it down there, hold on.
I was going to say, I guess it,
there you
if
go.
you can get it down there, that's much easier for me to do this.
Well, you're getting less on my skin than I am. Now, I did, at repeated encouragement, go get a manicure Friday after work? Thursday after work? Friday after work. But I did not have any polish put on. They just did a buff on the fingernails. Unfortunately, they were not able to do a pedicure. They did not have time that day. I did not get a call back for oops, I'm off the camera. There we go. An available spot Saturday, and by the time we got the donation to guarantee this today, the local places were no longer available. So, just so people could see, look, can you see the screen from there? Because those are a lot closer together in person than they are on that screen. Okay, if anybody else is trying to telegram me, my hands are now occupied and drying nails, and I cannot operate my phone.
Not with that attitude.
You use the YouTube or Twitch chats, please. They're very bright. The yellow is almost electric yellow. Right, tap the toes, see if they're still daffy. Camera down.
Just a little bit. They probably could be done and get coated again.
All right. I'm going to turn the camera to the other side of the table. So what this was I was looking at the cost of just like normal bottles of nail polish, going, I will never use all of one of these, and trying to get an idea of different types of nail polish. I had been told to avoid gel. And while poking around that place one tries to avoid, Amazon, looking for ideas or suggestions, I came across a 15 color sampler pack for $15. And I've had several people tell me that is a ridiculously good deal. And sorry, my foot is twitchy, making Chuck's life difficult. I turn my foot so the camera can see it better, but I know that makes Chuck's life difficult as we go to yellow. If you want to learn more about Extra Life, you can scan the QR code on the opposite side of the screen from, well, my head in the couch. You can also donate. Any donations through basically midnight tonight Denver time get you entered to win one of several prizes. We have 4 of them from Epoxin. Epoxin, among other things, makes plush soda cans on furry jokes. So we have Orange Crunch, Mountain Woo, and Dr. Pupper. We also have a bag of rainbow kibbles. I do not recommend tasting that rainbow.
I do.
There's a blue dragon that says hi, Chuck. Well, that worked out mostly well. That's a real. That's much more comfortable. We also have a gorgeous blue quadrupedal dragon from Creep Cat Toy Company with almost posable wings. Every $5 you donate is an entry into the drawing that's going to happen tomorrow when I get home from work. And shipping is included in that. Anywhere in the world. The 3 large toes all look very much closer to each other than they are on the camera. Tells me this is not the best camera for color. You may want to nudge that thing back if you need to. The spreader. Okay.
I'll just glue it to your toes with paint. You'll be fine.
You're driving me to work.
Nope.
Until the glue wears off. can probably. I can't test these myself. Those look really wet still. In some of them, and not others, because I didn't have them in front of the fan. All right, let's do these. Somewhere over here. There we go. I can hear somebody chatting me on Telegram. I mean, given that it's Pride Month next month and that I am gay, this might be the gayest I've ever looked, or at least the most flamboyant. No comment?
Mm-mm. All I know is this is pretty gay.
Also, June. June is 4.5 hours away here in this time zone.
Already?
Hey, we get a vacation. A short one.
We do.
We're going to the beach. Is there a chip in my nail there, or just an odd spot?
Don't know, but the yellow is definitely the
Wonder if the
thinnest of
other
these.
yellow shade would have been different. His knees are complaining.
Something to do with riding bike 75 miles today.
So in a month and a half, when you do the 118-mile bike ride, the 118-mile bike ride is not being live streamed, just for the record. You were correct.
That was a soft reboot.
They can't see you.
It was me being very confused as to which color I just did and which one to do next.
I think 2 coats is really all that's going to be needed.
Unless you really care about the yellow. Because it could use a third.
I'll start with the yellow on the toe then.
And I assume this stuff will come off the skin relatively easily.
Probably, once it's
Gotta
dry.
fix this other one.
Camera down.
This is high production value. There you go.
The camera's on a flexible tripod and is tilted over slightly sideways
On a piece of cardboard.
on a piece of cardboard. I think you did there. It's not going to be perfect, but
I'm doing it, of course it is.
I'm going to try to touch up the one spot on that.
Doesn't want to. I got it.
All right. Now I'm going to ask you to pick up the camera and point it up here. There we go. All sorts of colors.
Actually, aim them up a little bit.
That gets harder.
Can't really see where this is going. Good enough.
There, other hand first. Yep, now they're out of order. How do colors work? How does the mirror camera work? Thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting Kids in Need. I can't click the button to stop the stream right now, but you can.
Mm-hmm.
Way over there.